Blood, I've had to address this in the past, and I'm going to address this again. This is some new age American internet nonsense. It is not my job. It is not your job to retire your mum. See, everyone's got this thing the wrong way around. It is the job of the previous generation, i.e. mum and dad, to set up the next generation. It's not the next generation's job to nice and pattern up and retire the previous generation. That don't even make no sense. See, this is how you know your parents have not done well for themselves. This is how you know your parents have failed. When you have to pick up the pieces, when you have to pattern them up, when you have to retire them. If your parents was on their purpose, if your parents made something of themselves, then there will be no need for you to retire them. Do you think Jeff Bezos' son has to retire him? No. If you believe in this mentality, it's my job to retire my mum and that, don't get it twisted. If you become ultra rich, ultra successful, or you win the lottery or whatever, and that, of course, well, you're going to be living in some massive mansion, driving 2 Lamborghinis and a Ferrari with a pool at the front and a pool at the back, and your mum's still in some council house in North Peckham Estate. Come on, man. But it's not your job to retire your mum. So, with that mentality, with this logic here, basically what you're saying is, you know, it's all right for you to coast along through life and do nothing and make nothing of yourself. It's all right because your son's going to pick up the pieces. Nah. It's down to the previous generation to nice and pattern up the next generation. Listen, my son will not need to look after me. The hell, man? So it's all right for me to just coast along through life. It's all right. Jay Wise Jr., he's going to pick up the pieces and that. I'm going to monumentally fuck up my life, but that's all right because Jay Wise Jr., he's going to look after Jay Wise Sr. Don't make no sense. It don't make no sense whatsoever. It's down to your parents to nice you. This is the problem with working class parents. Why they want to charge their children £500-600 a month? Because they have not put in the fucking work. When I've got my son, my daughter, whatever and that, they don't need to pay me any money because I've put the fucking work in. Do you think their £500 is going to do anything to my pockets? Big up Glody. Went on his podcast at the beginning of March. And obviously, I said in the podcast what I just said about, working class parents, because they ain't putting in the work, they feel like they need to charge their children £500-600 a month. The reason for this is because they had their children at a young age. They weren't stable and that, so their children were a burden on them. A lot of people come underneath the comment section and that, obviously disagreeing with what I'm saying and that. They will try and mask it with, I'm just teaching my children, to pay me £500, so I'm teaching them financial discipline. Shut up. Listen, the ultimate financial discipline isn't taking money from them and saving it for them. The ultimate financial discipline is, here, hold on to your own money, yeah? You work, you earn £2,000 a month, you hold on to and you manage your own finances and that. You should not need to demand £500 off your child, son or daughter, to teach them financial discipline. Financial discipline comes from within. Discipline comes from within. I am a disciplined individual. That's why no one's ever had to tell me, get up, Jay, and go for a run. I tell myself that. Nadia has never said to me, Jay, you're supposed to go running today. No way. She will ask me, is it running day today for whatever reason? I don't know why she even asked me. Like, what difference does it make? But yeah, she's never had to tell me, you need to go running today, Never. So financial discipline is the same thing. You should not need to take money away from someone to teach them financial discipline. And the parents will try to say, I take money away from my son and I'm saving it. Whatever, man. Whatever. I guarantee you, when times get hard, you're going to be dipping into that money. Guarantee she could be using that money to go and do her nails and whatever and that. Bullshit, man. You don't need to retire your mum. Your mum failed, so she's got to deal with it. And then you got people on the internet projecting. So I remember there's this, I ain't going to say his name, but you're not going to know who he is. He's Nigerian, but American, yeah? So I don't know. He came from Nigeria, but he spent a long time in America. He's a dating coach, yeah? And he was saying, It's your job to retire your mum. It's your job to retire your mum. So hold on a minute. Your mum came from a third world country. Your mum came from another country to America, you know, where times were rough and that. And then she made that sacrifice to bring you in a better environment or whatever he said and that. And you ain't going to repay her back. This shoot's projecting. What do you mean your mum came from another country, a third world country and that? Not everyone's parent is from another country. So what are you talking about? So that's how you know, yeah, a man is just projecting his own feelings and his own situation onto everyone else. My mum was born in England. What are you talking about? My mum didn't come from no third world country. Even my grandma came over here when she was 12. So my grandma grew up English. My grandma grew up like a British girl. My grandma didn't come over, like one of my dad's mum came over when she was 21 from Jamaica. So obviously she came over as an adult to be a nurse. She, like the Windrush. But my mum's mum, she came over when she was 12 or 10 years old. She came over as a child. She grew up over here. So I don't know what people are talking about. Ah, yeah, your parents came from a third world country. What are you talking about? Most of this youth audience are American. And their parents were born in America. So what are you talking about? Listen to these fucking idiots on the internet, man. Man that fucking use filters to make their self look better. Like a gyal. Anyway, it's not your job to retire your mum. If your mum didn't put the work in and she's unsuccessful, that's tough. She's got to live with her actions, with the decisions that she made in her life. Tough. No mercy for no one, man.